The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble right. Shine down!
Take heart. Victory.
Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Difficult, yes, but it is career. We need to dive into Notcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint? Do these things just kind of happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Hey! Another file's moving!
Given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one. Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon one sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained.
Temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that... That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rare's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rarir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffer I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no, but it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there! What are they gonna do? Stop me?
They might, if Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they are just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
What are you waiting for?
This place is burning too!
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we? Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is...
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves. We won't let you pass. Abyssal creature, aren't you?
Leave this to us, Lady Moonchanter. Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! And get out of there!
Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here? Good luck!
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Don't claw! Ring down water bomb!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Chew on this! Last attack!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode. Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
Look, a rainbow!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright. Let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigi sato passa sax, intimi autoptos. In necritus necrus baptisi, que omnes tu zombas pentusi. Os esticos palatin tirantur resurrecru, topirto aethion veratum.
Well, that's not...
Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Verfnir. Rhine-daughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
There's not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world... None of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die! You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win?
Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina! I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Rarer's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Allow me!
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. Ugh, you know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now. That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, there's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, Selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Take them. I have no need.
Is that really tall tower. So, let's explore the area more fully this time. Wait, is that...
Ah, good day, you two. Assuming I don't...
Phew! Well, it's good to see a familiar face. especially in this darkness. Oof, it really gives you the heebie-jeebies.
You needn't worry. This is my humble abode and the tomb of the Lightkeepers. And while somewhat dark, it is on the whole a safe place. That being said, I rarely receive visitors here, save for the occasional colleague. What brings you two here?
Well, to be honest, we just wanted to see where you live. We were in such a rush last time, we didn't get to do a proper tour.
I see. In that case, as guardian of the tombs here in the Final Night Cemetery, allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes to you both, on behalf of the spirits who slumber here eternally.
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts here?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones. You might think of it as a veritable necropolis filled with souls. Isn't it a welcoming thought?
Not at all. If anything, this place just got scarier.
Ah, apologies. It was meant merely as a gesture of the hospitality that you deserve as guests. We don't receive many visitors here, after all. But I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even so, I do hope your visit shall be a pleasant one. The spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly gregarious, are an unassuming crowd who keep to themselves. I have found they make perfectly decent neighbors. If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying outside where possible. The ghosts do not tend to set foot indoors very often, although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Let me think. Most of the camps on this isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the Lightkeepers have fought against the Wild Hunt. In that regard, it has quite a bit of historical value, and is thus well worth seeing.
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived. So, it's a lighthouse, huh? What happened to the light?
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. Besides, even if we were to rally sufficient manpower to repair it, it would serve little purpose these days. In the past, it guided people on their way to and from the island. But all those people now lie beneath our feet in eternal rest. Well, that is perhaps not entirely accurate. They do sometimes come running out, speaking once familiar utterances into the void. In which case, since you are not used to the darkness that shrouds this island, you could consider restoring the lighthouse to illuminate your way. I too know well the comfort that a distant ray of light can bring on those lone journeys through the cold night. Speaking as a lightkeeper, we no longer need the building all that much, and I am under no official obligation to maintain it. And personally, I am more partial to the night than the day, so I find myself quite comfortable here in the dark. Besides, I have a lantern of my own. I would rather tend to that than rely on a more distant warmth. As such, you should have no issues using it, so long as it helps you. I believe there should still be some backup fuel for the lighthouse stored in an old tent to the north. That should be enough to serve your present needs. And if you should need to find me, I will be in an underground basement on the north side. That's where I will be sorting through my reports. I will meet up with you once I have completed my urgent tasks.
Here on this isle, and they're all so old you can't make out the words on them at all. This place is super dark. Feels kind of stuffy too. Huh. And there are ghosts over there. But we'll be Genshin. Let's just grab the fuel and go.
The sky is so dark. I'm scared. They're staring at me. You sure took your time, didn't you? Come on, help me shift this fuel. It's almost time for our lighthouse shift.
Does he mean...
Look at you, shaking like a leaf. You scaredy cat. How you made the cut as a ratnik, I'll never know. Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Perhaps I'll even tell you a ghost story on the way.
What? A ghost telling us ghost stories? Wait, hang on. Was he just trying to scare us?
You ever heard of the blue fire? As we all know, when you're out walking out at night, you should never look behind you, and never look all the way down at the ground. Always look ahead into the distant skies. Well, that's because the Wild Hunt watches us from the darkness. They wait for you to lose your way in the fog, and then, when you're at your most vulnerable, they come and take your life. That's why it's dangerous to travel alone in the dead of night. But sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see a blue lantern shining out in the darkness. They say it only appears if you've run into the Wild Hunt or if you can't find your way at night. Either way, if you ever see the blue lantern appear, you must remember to follow it. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. My granddad says it's one of the Fae that used to live in Nodcry in ancient times. But it could equally be the ghost of one of our fallen warriors. One who truly hated the Wild Hunt. Whatever it is, the blue lantern seems to be on our side. The side of the Light Keepers. I'll bet that's why the Starshina wants to make offerings to it on the island. Ah, shucks, look at me talking away. I totally forgot I've still got fuel to move.
Wait, but we brought all the fuel with us. What's this guy talking about?
All right, I'd better get back. See you later, scaredy cat. It's nearly time for my shift.
Alone and unchanging.
And pour it in. Woohoo! The light's on! This should make things way easier. Now we can keep exploring.
Great, the light's on. Guess I won't have to worry about moving fuel anymore.
Hey! It's the ghost from before who was talking about moving fuel. What's he doing over here?
The Wild Hunt came. It passed through all the graves. The fog clung to our ears, stuck to our mouths. We couldn't see or hear each other.
What's he talking about? Has the Wild Hunt really showed up? Paimon didn't see it at all!
To the lighthouse! To the lighthouse! We've got to get a signal to the units outside before they reach us. Don't just stand there gaping. Pull yourself together. Every second we hesitate could mean another dead comrade. Have you forgotten how to send signals? Come on! I've told you before, a lightkeeper always has to be prepared. We're all gonna die. They'll strip the bones from our spines.
Something's off! All the ghosts are coming this way!
We too shall cry tears of blood. The Wild Hunt is here! We've got to think of something quick! Okay, we'll try and stall them at the base of the lighthouse while you head up to the top.
Up to the top. Signal. Think something.
If you've forgotten how to send signals, check the handbook. We nailed it to the tower for moments just like this.
Do not fear, ghost. Do not fear, ghost.
Don't leave our bodies to the Wild Hunt. I beg of you. That is no way to die.
Death. Wild Hunt. Go to the lighthouse.
Oh, the ghosts have surrounded the tower. Should we do what they're asking? Sounds like they need us to head up, find the handbook, and use the lamp to send a signal out.
Lighthouse. Hope. Everlasting night.
The handbook says that we've got to aim the lamp in the right direction, then control the brightness according to the signaling rules. There are 5 signal types: distress, warning, guidance, summoning, and all safe. Huh. The part...
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Okay, the signal is sent. Let's go check on the ghosts.
What happened here? Ran into a spot of bother? A whole host of ghosts surrounded the lighthouse. I sent them away to prevent them from blocking the area. And when they saw the lighthouse flashing, they departed.
Oh, it was pretty scary. They completely surrounded us and begged us to help them.
I sensed it too. This graveyard is bereft of life save for passing birds, the insects underground, and myself. Normally, it's so quiet you can hear yourself breathing. Up until just now, that is, when these ghosts started getting agitated. Was it because of the lighthouse? They asked you to send a signal out. How peculiar. In my experience, they have never coerced or harmed anyone in any way. This can only mean that lighting the lighthouse has somehow caused a change in them. I must say, this is quite out of the ordinary. The ghosts here tend to stick to fixed areas and repeat words and phrases that meant something to them in life. But now, all eyes are on the lighthouse. They have a rather indistinct appearance, but when they fix their yearning strongly on a specific place, I can sense where their cold attention is directed. Consider it a natural talent of mine. As to the cause of this behavior, I do have a theory. Ghosts are the echoes of living souls, a portion of their thoughts and memories that, for certain reasons, fails to enter the ley lines at the moment of their death, and thus they linger on the surface. The ghosts in question were lightkeepers in life, and as such, I believe the lighthouse is deeply embedded in their memories, something they are instinctually drawn to. Relighting it must have stirred something in their memories, causing them to depart from their usual behavior. You might not be aware of this lighthouse's past, but it once served a great many functions. From guiding passing merchants and lightkeeper fleets, to reporting on the Wild Hunt's activity in the surrounding area. In the days before this was a graveyard, its light was never once extinguished. It came to symbolize the hope and warmth that the lightkeepers sought to bring to Nodcry. Snuffed out in a conflict against the Wild Hunt several decades ago. According to our internal records, that conflict cost the island 90% of the troops stationed here. The Starshina of that time eventually decided to send a warning signal to the outside.
Wait, a warning signal? So, they didn't use a distress signal and call for help?
Indeed. The warning signal saved the nearby merchant fleets and patrolling lightkeeper ships. Without it, they likely would have been pulled into the fighting with little knowledge of the situation. But at the same time, this signal also cut the troops on the island off from any possibility of rescue.
¿Y cuándo se dañó el teléfono? ¿Hace mucho tiempo?
Our
fue
bones
ahora?
and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death. It is a line that strikes at the very heart of our principles. Should we find ourselves at a great disadvantage, we are to prioritize the preservation of life and ensure humanity's long-term survival. After all, the Wild Hunt is a never-ending threat, while our numbers are limited. This principle is most cruel to those who must sacrifice themselves, and yet, most of us willingly abide by it.
Shoot! So we sent out a distress signal, but what the ghost actually wanted was for us to send a warning signal, right?
You feel you unwittingly did
Entonces el
something
teléfono que
wrong?
te dañó fue hace poco,
No,
¿verdad?
I don't think so. Ghosts are but the memories
O
of
fue
people that once were.
en el mes
You may have
pasado, en
stirred
el
up
mes
those
anterior
memories,
que
but
te
that is
te
all
dañó,
they
algo
are.
así.
Those to whom they once belonged are long gone. Still, I can see that you're concerned about them. And truthfully, so am I. If you wish to find them, just follow me. Ah, yes. And please do not be alarmed by anything strange we may encounter along the way.
Ah, bueno. Qué difícil, ¿eh? A ver este personaje. Ok, tiene lance de crítico. Artefacto de revelación. Constelación.
Observe.
Ah, ok. Fue en agosto o comenzó septiembre. Oh, ok.
They're all gathering on the beach.
Had reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction.
¿Y qué tipo de celular tú usas? ¿Tú usas Android o
But I'll
iPhone?
handle the communication. After all, I am not only a lightkeeper myself, but also very accustomed to dealing with
Bueno,
ghosts.
está bien. Me alegro de por lo menos verte, por lo menos, ¿no? Por aquí.
Don't come near us. Don't try to save us.
Help is on the way.
The wild hunt is coming in too fast. There's no time. Let us stay here and take them down with us.
This place will be enough of a graveyard by the time the night is
Como
through.
un teléfono X. ¿Cómo
Don't
así?
send more people to their deaths.
So, you don't need rescuing?
No, we do. Please save us.
Yeah.
We can't hold
Yo
on
estaré por
much
aquí, déjame
longer.
ver.
Everyone else is gone, and we are lost. What more can we do? Please, someone, anyone, save us.
Ignite the blue lantern. It will guide you far from the wild hunt.
The blue lantern cannot
eso sí
bring
es
back
verdad.
souls from the dead.
Sí.
Even if you light him up, it will be too late. He can help you destroy what remains of the wild hunt.
Sí, no, yo pregunto, tú sabes, porque a veces mucha gente prefiere los teléfonos Android o a veces prefieren los iPhone y así, tú sabes. No lo digo por nada malo, tú sabes. Mira, yo tengo un iPhone, el iPhone 11. El iPhone 11 tengo yo y lo compré por $500 más o menos. Y me ha salido bueno y me he quedado con él todo el tiempo. Lo único que tengo que activarlo y ya.
One such lantern was still
Y me ha
preserved
durado
on this
mucho
island.
de que lo saqué.
That ought to have been their last hope in a time of desperate need. But to my great regret,
Sí.
it is of no use to them now.
Se ve que tú tienes buena energía, sí, ¿eh?
They will recall the unfathomable suffering they experienced in their final moments.
Tú tienes buena energía, ¿eh?
I will do what I can to comfort them.
We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland.
We have sworn an oath, and so we must fight to the end.
We cannot.
Mira, a ti no te gustan los fantasmas. Mira fantasmas ahí.
Pick up
¿No te gustan los fantasmas? Míralo ahí. De esos fantasmas que te agarran por los pies, ¿no?
Flintz, it seems like these ghosts have rallied.
Again, they are but the replaying memories of once living people. It is not the ghosts who have rallied, but the Lightkeepers who fought to the
No, pero eso fue hace mucho tiempo que lo
Viewing the
compré.
world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet
El iPhone yo lo compré hace tiempo
the
ya.
sorrow and reluctance in the face of death, the longing for a life of peace and stability.
Pero yo sigo siendo pobre.
Wells up in the hour
Yo
of
nunca voy a ser
despair.
rico, imagínate.
If it were up to you, traveler, would you wish to do something for them? Is that so? A response befitting an adventurer of your caliber. Personally, I do feel inclined to do something for them.
Ah, no, ya
To
no
help
te
these
asusta ya.
shadows of the heroes that once were forget the death that will soon be upon them and return to their
Ya
slumber.
no.
In
Ya no
time, the
siente miedo.
memories and yearning of these ghosts will fade and
El miedo
slowly
es una
return
carga
to
bien
the ley
pesada.
lines. But that time has not yet come. My dear Retniki, I am Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. Once upon a time, it was I who retrieved your fallen bodies
Exactamente,
from the
hace
battlefield.
tiempo ya.
Now, let me once more lay you to rest, for you are worthy of my respect and earnest esteem. Look upon my
Sí.
flame and wander no longer.
Sí.
Return to your graves and forever rest in
Y
peace.
si tuviera ahora mismo, tú sabes, yo
6
no,
feet under may you slumber in your erstwhile homeland,
no tanto,
and in sweet dreams return to the ley line's embrace.
no tanto, depende, porque tú puedes buscarlo también un teléfono, depende. Tú
Some
puedes
of their
buscar uno que
memories
se
and
vea
thoughts have
bien,
been
nuevo,
dispersed.
y que te salga
The
barato.
rest will later return to their usual state.
Sí, hay muchos lugares que venden iPhone barato, bueno, y
To me,
que
they are both warriors whose
no,
memories should be honored, and
no
my
es muy
gentle,
caro
friendly
comprarlo,
neighbors.
sale barato.
Unfortunately, I did not know most of
Tú
their
sabes.
names, but my short interaction with them has deposited some of their memories within my flame. At the very least, I
Sí,
know
porque
now that the
es que los
gentleman who
iPhone
moved
tampoco
fuel and loved to tell
tú
the
no
tale
puedes
of the
seguirle la
Blue Lantern
corriente, ¿no?
was named Imo, and the comrade he always called out to was named Itu. Many of the ghosts on this island may have been affected by the lighthouse, and I'm not sure if they'll all undergo changes like Imo. But if you're in the mood to keep exploring, would you come with me? I'd like to get to know
No,
them
no,
better
no,
still.
no. Yo creo que no. Nos vamos en lo mismo. Es la misma conversación. Si tú estás hablando que tú estás bien atrasada, y eso es respeto al iPhone, yo digo que no.
It would be my honor.
Tú te puedes poner al día si tú te lo propones, solamente es cuestión de tiempo, ¿no? Con el tiempo tú te puedes poner al día en lo que sea. ¿Esto qué es? Ok, que hay que recoger esas insignias. Sí, tú te lo... Ok. No sé qué estoy hablando. Oh, bueno. Por lo menos yo te respondo, por lo menos cualquier cosa que tú me digas, ¿no? Déjame, yo tengo una llave. No, aquí es que están. Ah, no, yo no tengo llave. Oh, los emojis, yo estaba usando esto. Sí, eso es lo que está usando. Deja ver. Déjame ver aquí. Ok, dice algo. Déjame ver. Eso es lo de Maji, ¿no? El GD.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Loco, Judy.
I better get me some alpacas.
Ah, sí, eso es lo que... ¿Te gusta más eso, eh? ¿Por qué será, no?
If the thief's plan was to sell your bot, maybe we should start by asking the local blacksmiths. After all, blacksmiths need all kinds of raw materials.
Oh, good point. You're looking for a blacksmith? To be honest, I consider myself more a researcher motivated by personal interest. Wait, I know? You're here in person? That's a first.
Something terrible has happened, so I had to come. One of my bots was stolen. Has anyone come by to sell it?
Wow, someone had the nerve to steal from your workshop? Let me think.
Maybe you should describe what Crumb Clank 70% sweet looks like, I know. Might help jog your memory.
Oh, no need. I know style. I'd recognize it anywhere. But the only thing that's come my way recently is boring scrap metal. Nothing that looked even remotely like your work. Maybe the thief hasn't pawned it off yet.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thanks for the help. We'll keep looking.
Ok, vamos por allá. Ah, tú te vas rápido, ¿eh? Bueno.
Wait, is that a Fatui agent over there? Maybe our thief got mixed up with them. Let's go see if he knows anything. But Nueva says most Fatui agents are bad guys. Hello?
Stop right there. I don't do business out in the open, so we'll talk like this. Introduce yourselves first. What faction are you affiliated with?
Faction? I don't belong to a faction. I'm the boss of the Clink
Oh,
Clank
bueno,
Crumb
pues
Cock and
cuídate
Craft Shop.
entonces.
Ah, so someone we don't want to mess with. Is there a conflict between us that I don't know about? I've never trespassed on your property as far as I can recall.
Oh, we're not here to settle a score or anything. We just want to know if anyone's tried to use a stolen bot to pay off a debt.
Of course not. I don't accept stolen property. If the owner comes knocking, it becomes my problem, doesn't it?
True. Guess we'll just have to keep looking. Well, like we've exhausted all our options here.
How am I supposed to collect debts when there are so many people around here that I can't afford to cross?
Let me think. Right. There's one more place we haven't searched. That shop. Nueva told me about it. If you can pay, there's a way. That's what it's famous for.
Welcome! Please feel free to peruse our Sumeru specialties. I'm more than happy to assist with any additional requests as well.
Wait, isn't this Dory's shop? Okay, this actually isn't a bad idea. You never know what kind of stuff Dory's got stashed away.
Can I help you with something?
One of my bots was stolen yesterday, and I want to know if a thief sold it to your shop.
Is it valuable? We only accept goods that we can use to turn a profit.
That's Dory's business acumen for you.
Turn a profit? I don't like to think about my bots that way. But, well, merchants usually find them pretty valuable.
In that case, let me check. Apologies. We have no record of any transactions over the past 2 days involving mechanical constructs.
Aw, I thought we'd find something here for sure.
Oh, it's okay, I know. We'll think of something. Oh, maybe we could ask this guy to check again. Or...
Oh! Well, if it isn't Aino and her 2 Outlander friends, asking around Nasha Town for intel, are we? You're
Yehuda!
Oh, dumpster diver. It's you. Okay, now that was just uncalled for. I've got a name, Pipsqueak. Use it. Now listen. Word on the street is someone stole one of your constructs. It's not a construct. It's a companion.
How did you know?
Your, intelligence mission or whatever. Yeah, you weren't exactly being subtle. Word spread throughout all of Nasha Town, I bet. But you're in luck, I know, because the best bounty hunter in the land has decided to take up your cause. Smart as a whip, she navigates the major factions with ease. Always with her finger on the pulse of all the goings-on in Nodcry. If you want to get back what you lost, oh, she's your best bet. Who is? Who? Me, of course. Crumclank is doomed. What was with that reaction? Does she think I'm a liability or something? Hey, with me on your side, there's still hope. But first, we gotta agree on terms. My services don't come cheap, you know. You're really gonna charge us? I don't charge you when you just swing by and help yourself to my desserts. Well, technically Nueva's desserts, seeing as she's the one who makes them. Why is she bringing that up all of a sudden? I mean, it's true, but still. There goes my chances of making some easy cash. Now I just look ungrateful. Well, if you're not gonna pay, then...
Yehuda, you really look out for the kid, don't you? Coming over to help like this? Oh, it means a lot. Aino really cares about this bot, you know. Paimon knows you're not the type to abandon a friend in need.
That's it. I'm done for. There's no backing out now. You know me. Come on, this way.
Déjame ver, voy a ponerlo
Crumble.
aquí. Esa misión, ok, está para el frente.
All right, we're here.
I don't see Crumbclank anywhere. Did you lie to me again, dumpster diver?
Have some patience and hear the professional out. Now, I know style is super unique. When one of her creations shows up for sale, you can be sure that people will know who it belongs to. You might look like an easy target, but everyone knows you've got me and my boss behind you. Point is, there's not a single person in Nodcry who'd steal one of your bots and go sell it on the regular black market. Not an above-board one anyway, but in a legal black market like this. That's another matter.
Wait, but aren't all black markets illegal?
Maybe, but that doesn't mean there aren't any rules. My boss sets them, and there are people who follow them, and people who don't. And that market over there, yeah, that's where the rule breakers go to make deals. And based on the intel I have, this market deals almost exclusively in mechanical constructs. Ring any bells?
You're a genius, Yehuda! But, there's no one here.
The key to a market like this is operating in secret. There's no chance it runs every day. I asked around my circle, and it seems like our next chance to check it out is in 2 days' time.
We have to wait 2 days?
That's nothing. Even if your bot's on its last legs, 2 days ain't gonna change much.
Now you listen up. Crumbclank belongs to my workshop. I'm the boss, and no bot of mine is getting hurt on my watch.
Sheesh, this kid's got a temper. Maybe I should apologize? No, wait. I'm not about to be intimidated by some little squirt.
Whoa, where did that come from?
It's all right. I mean, it's understandable. The kid built up the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop all on her own. And she has more interactions with robots than people most days. I'm sure, for her, these bots are everything. Yeah, I know that, but that's the only lead I can give you right now.
I know. Yehuda's just trying to help. You know that, right? At least think about it. Oh, fine. If we have to wait, then we'll wait. Get it together, I know. You're the boss. You need to keep your cool.
Well, that took some convincing. All right then, let's meet here in 2 days.
Déjame ver, yo creo que aquí había algo que si tú explorabas te ganaba, no, ¿cuál es? Dice la antigua reina bajo la máquina. Ok, 40, en un 80, en un 80. Empezar por aquí.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Okay, por aquí.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Gather. Good. Okay.
Rise with the sun!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Pyroclastic surge!
Stabilize! This
Come
is
on.
order!
There is no escape!
One man's stone is another man's gem.
down! Shine down!
Now you shall perish!
Light it up!
Solidify! I will have order!
Illusion shattered! Burn it down!
Quake!
Nah. Oh, eso. Dice, supera el desafío, ¿no? Oh, okay.
Hey, not a bad haul.
Ey.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Ese scoop lo está por allá. Oh, no, ya. Ok, estoy ciego ya. Baidu. La chica.